right, let's do a brief audio and visual check. Looking good on my end. Coach Jay, how are you? Welcome back.
Good to be back. Good to be back on Slow Markets. Doing well, Coach Dakota. How are you, man?
Good, good. Still getting over this chest injury, but
Yeah.
starting to feel a little bit better. It's one that's going to take maybe a week or so. Sounds like you might be getting a little sick. Is that
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
right? How
We're
are
like
you
in the
feeling?
hurt. We're in the hurt locker right now. Yeah, I got back from Jamaica Monday night and just caught the summer flu, I guess. Dealing with some body aches and some chills and stuff like that. But we're here. The show must go on, whether we're hurt or not. We can call it the flu game if we want to. Uh, we're here.
Yeah, the flu
Markets
game.
markets are open.
That'd be, yeah, hey, we're traders. We're traders at heart. So let's get
Absolutely.
started. As always, in the YouTube chat, there's our top step risk disclosure. Everything we talk about is for educational purposes only. This is not a signals class. It's not financial advice. Yeah, there it is. And then, oh, by the way, Coach Jay, since you've left, I started an Instagram.
I see.
I
I see. The
I
guy
know.
who a year ago was no, I have no social media at all, is now 10,000 followers on Twitter, Instagram, posting as well. We're going to see Dakota on TikTok
We're
in about a month or so. But
doing some TikTok dances. Is that?
yeah, no TikTok dances. But
No, none of that. I've enjoyed it. It's not the social media that I grew up with. It wasn't like the MySpace or the Facebook where it's just, family, friends, drama, and like oh, look at what this person did, and like the school type thing. This
yeah,
is more of a community and talking about trading. So I enjoyed it. I love it, and it's enjoyable to talk about trading or post this kind of stuff. Honestly, Instagram.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
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 no.
you finish.
I was gonna say Instagram has a lot more positive vibes from the traders there.
100%. 100%. It's because it's more about pictures and videos. Twitter is the land of opinions, and we know what we say about opinions. Dakota, I wanted to ask you. You mentioned MySpace and the social media of our youth, right? Maybe in high school, middle school, you were on Facebook or MySpace.
Uh-huh.
Who from the trading space, and you cannot name all Top Step people, would be in your MySpace top 8 from the trading space?
Who from the trading space would
Yeah,
be on
who
my
from
top eight?
trading social media top 8? Who would you be your MySpace top 8? Can't name all Top Step people. Uh,
Peter Brandt.
there we go. That's one.
No, he's gonna be one up there. Um, you're talking about futures trading
Yeah,
or
future traders, future
oh,
traders.
yeah. I think Rips,
You
my
can put
man
Cosmo in
Rips
there.
down there in Las Vegas is
You could,
be on the top eight. And then this isn't in any particular order. I'm just thinking like random top eight. Yeah,
yeah.
Rips, Peter Brandt. I think Brett Simba would be there.
Okay.
From Top Step. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't know. One of the maybe Big Booty Bugatti is definitely getting on that one. Shout out to
Um,
him. Yeah, Nick is definitely going to be on there.
Nick's
Yeah,
in there.
yeah. Nick's on there. How many is that? That's five.
I think you
That's
got five.
five.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
five. Damn. Okay, let's see. From the trading space, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. I gotta look through this. That's not at Top Step. David
We'll
Green.
figure it out.
I think David Green
Okay.
would be one. Trader Kane, I think is his
That's
name.
7.
That's not too bad. And a lot of this is I'll butt heads with them on the Twitterverse, and then they actually have reasonable conversations, which is nice. And then maybe I don't know. I'm sure there's a few that I'm missing. Ooh, you know who?
Who's that?
Matt Leach.
All right. And welcome to Slow Markets, everyone. I think you guys caught it in the chat. I told Dakota he didn't have to name all Top Step people. He didn't name one. I feel a little bit of a way not being in the top
Oh,
8,
no, no,
but
no.
it is
I
what
thought
it
you
is.
said no Top Step. I thought you said no Top Step.
It can't be all Top Step people because
Oh,
if it
okay.
was, then we would just name all Top Step people and call it a day. But
Oh, okay,
it's
okay.
all right.
Well,
I still
that
love you, man.
changes things.
I
That
still love
changes.
you, man.
If it's not all, it's like the top 7 is going to be from Top Step, and then one that's not a Top Step.
Right,
I
right.
thought you challenged me to name at least 8 people that I could tolerate.
I think you did a good job, man. I think
Okay,
you did
yeah,
a good
okay.
job.
That's like the ones that I could tolerate, or just think's just a complete joke. I'm like, yeah, it's like they're no threat. It's the
Right.
same reason why the Lakers are are okay with like the Golden State or the Clippers being in their basement. It's like, yeah, we can share this. You're not gonna do anything.
Right. Oh man, that's too
Um.
funny. What are you seeing in these markets?
Anyway, yeah, let's get back to these markets, man. Let's get to these markets. Let's look at. I crack myself up sometimes. Try not to laugh. Let's look at this daily chart in the Nasdaq. Buy the freaking dip as always. Look at this nice breakout. We talked about it. I was talking about it with Paul at the buzzer when you were on your vacation. We just broke through that, and guess what? What was resistance became report or support, whatever. We had the 1-day sell-off, and then right back up there. We are getting ready to push up against those all-time highs again. And I mean, look at that. You think we're going to get a little bit of a pullback? I'm looking for like, come on, give us a 3% pullback. Yesterday I was almost getting ready to look for some like puts I could sell or longer term stuff in my portfolio. No, today just, I was like, man, maybe earnings today can change some things. Maybe this week we'll see a little bit of fear, some profit taking, and we might be able to get a little bit of a sell off. No, we didn't. We just went straight right back up, getting ready to hit these all-time highs again. Question is, will we, or are we just going to consolidate? Sometimes we see this in the market where we consolidate for a little bit, and then we break out, and then we consolidate, and then we break out. Tomorrow is inflation day, I've been calling it, just because of how much inflation data is coming out from not just the United States, but from around the world, right? French, Spanish, Euro, German, the UK, and then the US, like lots of PMI, inflation data everywhere. And then an Intel earnings is going to be coming out as well. So tomorrow is going to be another big day for the markets. It's been a very informational packed day with earnings coming out. So the question I have is, do we consolidate or do we just break out? We got a ton of momentum come in today, and I am going to lean on the side of just breaking through to new all-time highs because of all this momentum. I was looking at the charts from this perspective this morning, and I'm looking at that. I'm like, okay, shoulder, head, shoulders, maybe. Can we come back down and like just at least test this neckline? Sure. And we were going down with a lot of like volatility. I'm just like, okay, get in short, and then like I'm really good at selling bottoms lately. I know Hoag said this. There was some guy in the pit where he has a talent for picking tops and bottoms. Unfortunately, it's just been he's in the wrong direction. That's been the story. I've been really accurate at picking lows of days, but I've been really accurate at selling them, unfortunately. So that
looking for that breakdown
needs to change. Yeah, that needs to change one way or the other in my day trading here in the futures. But other than that, no, it looks like we opened up here tonight, and we're just kind of consolidating just below the all-time highs, right around 23,400. Let me zoom into a 5-minute chart, and you can see that crazy spike in volume. They talked about maybe a tariff deal, I think, caused the spike. I'm not sure. Traders know more than I do when it comes to what exactly happened on that spike. That's right while I was getting off. And then just consolidation. So and we're at session highs right now. So I'm going to be honest. What are we at? We're already up 0.4% tonight. So I wouldn't be surprised for a little breakout trade to the long side. Maybe come back up and test. I don't know. We'll see. longs. I need to beat that through my head. As much as I want to pull back, this market could stay rational longer. I could stay solvent. We know how it goes. And then, yeah, that's all I have on the NASDAQ. How about you, Jay? Let's bring it up to your charts.
Yeah, looking pretty bullish.
I don't have your charts up. So
give me 1 second. Let me share those.
No, you are sharing. I just have not posted them.
Oh, so it's your fault.
It's my fault.
All right.
And like magic, they're not.
Hold on. Let me try that one more time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice background anyway.
All right. Now you should have them.
There
we go.
That time it was, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So I'm hearing an echo now. Let me mute something over here. All right, cool. So what I'm seeing in the NASDAQ, again, extremely bullish. Every dip gets bought. We didn't make new all-time highs when the S&P did, but we did get some positive earnings after the close. Google reported pretty well. Tesla missed a little bit, but Google earnings looked pretty good. And why are we commenting on Tesla and Google? Because we know of the weighting that they have in these equity markets. And we can see the rally after the close. So what I'm looking for tonight, I don't see too much of an opportunity yet, but I would be leaning to the upside, kind of going into the New York session tomorrow, or just, if we get some volatility to pick up, does this earnings reaction hold and push us through to new all-time highs, which we're, 25 points away from, which is not a lot. But yeah, selling it has been tough. There are opportunities for sure, because these markets aren't just, runaway markets in one direction, especially not in the NASDAQ, right? We saw the S&P rallying a lot stronger in the middle of the day, while the NASDAQ was kind of stuck at these lows. But shorts, I'm seeing as see profit, take profit opportunities. Longs, you might have to hold on to a little bit longer, because, they aren't the most, they aren't the quickest moves to the long side, but these markets are just grinding up. And I think the more people sell them, the more we keep grinding up.
Yeah, I mean, it's, a little bit of short squeeze, a little bit of new buyers, a little bit of just going straight up. What else do we do? We look, market NASDAQ's breaking session highs tonight. We're 406. Can we make a run to? Okay, can we see all-time highs tonight during slow markets?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
We're like 20 points away.
We're one tariff headline away.
We're one tweet away. One tweet away. Other than that, I've been watching gold, so let me go over gold, and then, man, you know who's been just nailing gold lately? Hoag.
Who's that? Hoag? Oh yeah.
Hoag has been trading gold amazingly well. I'm looking for shorts. We came back up. Look, this is an hourly chart. Look how many times we rejected these, 3450 zones, these mid 3400s. Big rejection. We just got another one. So I'm going to look for consolidation, and I'm going to look for areas to short this thing. Because to me, today was a reversal day. We completely sold off last night. I was looking for this thing to pull back. We pulled back a little bit, consolidated, and no, this is a deep pullback. So let's just see. I wouldn't be prone to shorts. Maybe there is another bounce or something, but every time we sold off and had a dramatic reversal like that, see how this market chops and go in the down and to the right. I'm curious to see how we react now. We came right back down to where we were at earlier this week on the 22nd. That was the start of this rally. We completely reversed it. And so, yeah, maybe see some consolidation, maybe a pullback or bounce up to these 34.12s. I don't know. And then a sell-off. I'm looking for, I'm now more short biased in gold than I was long, but we'll see. Someone says, nice tan, man. I do not, I did not get a tan. I was wearing a tank top the other day, Jay. And chat was commenting about how white I was.
I definitely got one. That Jamaican sun was pretty serious out there. Also, we had the craziest thunderstorm that I've ever experienced in my life.
In Jamaica?
Yeah, man. Staying at the resort, the power went off 4 times. We were getting ready to leave the resort actually, and it was just like, okay, I'm not going outside in this. But yeah, that sun is something different.
I've never been, but I love a good thunderstorm. Best nights of my of sleeping has been in a nice thunderstorm.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, what's your thoughts on gold, Jay?
I was looking to buy gold. I did buy a couple of times today. Bought during opening call. Bought at around 34.27s. That trade almost instantly stopped me out. But what I was looking for and what I waited for, and I think you said Hoag has been trading gold really well. He was just a lot more patient. I think I preempted a reversal that didn't happen. But then there was this level here, right around 34.15s. And if you were watching opening call, we talked about it. Once we swept that, I got back in and recovered some of the losses on the day. But this market looks heavy. We did have 2 days of an uptrend. I know the house account was, they take that opening range trade every day. And 2 days in a row. And if we got triggered into it today, it would have been 3 days of an all-day trade. Gold is presenting a ton of great opportunity. Right now, kind of stuck around these 3400s. We'll see. I think, honestly, I think in gold, I'd probably wait for that opening call just because opening range trade tomorrow morning, just because it has been such a great trade. It's been, the high or the low of the session for the last 3 days. We'll see what tonight brings us, though. Let's take a look here where we are. Right at this 200 moving average on the 30-minute chart, which is at 33.92. I wouldn't mind a pullback there, kind of see failed selling and then buy off of that.
Okay.
Yeah, but we would have to see how the market responds around this 200 moving average here. 33.92.
33.92, you said? Look for a buying opportunity?
Yeah, just looking to see how the market responds there. We see a lot of times in trending markets that 200 moving average can be a spot where we find support. So it really hasn't respected it lately, but it also has been a flat line over the past couple of days and started to trend up after the price action we've had over the last two. So just looking to see whether or not there is some support around there, or does the market continue to disrespect it?
Got it. Makes sense. Have you traded this week?
Yes, I have. Mixed results. Yesterday was a losing day. Today was a small winning day. I have traded since getting back into things. Not feeling well. Really, I'm trying to take some time off the markets and just like get some rest. But there's a ton of great trading opportunities, so I don't want to miss out. I saw a quote from Ernie Johnson. Ernie does Inside the NBA with Shaq, Kenny, and Chuck. He says what they do, and I feel the same way about what we do here. It's a get to do job, not a have to do job. So I enjoy the opportunity to do this, be on Topstep TV and stuff like that. So if the markets are open, I'm going to try to be there.
Love that. It's a get to do, not have to do.
Yep.
Because we get to wake up every day and open up the charts from the luxury of our homes usually, and look for opportunities. That's a great quote or great saying for these markets. And then that's could be part of like the patience, right? Where you get to do this, so we have the luxury of being patient. We have the luxury of not needing to trade. At least we should, right? And I'm looking at gold here, and it looks like we had kind of been barcoding a little bit around these 98s, 97s, 99s. Looks like we tried to get above 3,400, rejected it once. It looks like we rejected it a couple times tonight, and I think it's just a watch and see mode. We have about 9 minutes to the top of the hour. NASDAQ, we're kind of just at point of chill there, not doing too much. We tried to break out to the long side, and we might be in a very slow market tonight. But other than that, not much.
Did you catch the Japan tariff headlines? Was that part of slow markets last night? Did you catch part of that move in slow markets last night?
I did not catch per se part of the move.
Okay.
But, yeah, the Nikkei. This is the Nikkei.
That thing went crazy.
It has been on a tear. Like, look at that move. massive. It's been just up and to the right, just going. It's been quite the sight to see that. And then even after, just drifting up and to the right. Looks like even tonight we're breaking session highs. Looks like there was some chop to start, and now maybe we're picking a direction here in the Nikkei. It's a Japanese market. I haven't been trading it. I've been focused on the NASDAQ and gold. So we'll see where this takes us.
Yeah, Nikkei was up 5%, just over 5% today. Responded very well to that trade deal with the U.S. It's a crazy move.
How
5% in the Nikkei with a one lot. What's that, like $1 million?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Let me look. I'm just looking at the earnings. I haven't even looked at the earnings, to be honest. I just take a look at this market, and it doesn't look like it was too crazy. Looks like Alphabet beats earnings, raises spending forecasts. So it's like you beat earnings forecasts or spending forecasts. Let's go through. Let me know if you see anything on your charts, Jay. I'll switch to your charts. I'm going to take a peek through these earnings. Chat's already probably went through some of them.
Yeah, but, for sure. Chat, also let us know if you guys are in any trades right now. Anyone seeing anything? See the question from Jin. Question for both of us. How excited are we about the next VIP coming up in a few weeks, and what would I do differently? I think I would probably change the pace of how I'll go about the VIPs this round. Okay. We did something last year, the last session, where I had everyone share their strategies. And I feel like it was a lot of people, learning about how other people trade and seeing the markets, but maybe kind of sitting and waiting for their opportunity to do so. I think what I'll do differently this time is just have everyone submit exactly how they trade, and then we just hit the ground running on sticking to your trade plan. So I have some plans on how to do that, but that is what I'm looking forward to. The VIP draft is coming up in just a couple days, I believe.
Yeah, it's coming up next week.
If I heard that correctly.
Wait, are we supposed to say that yet?
Oh, well, it's on the internet now, so it's out.
I mean, I just found out this afternoon.
Oops. No, I'm pretty sure it was out. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't leak that. I didn't leak that. So,
I'm horrible at keeping secrets. So yeah, Andrew in there.
We follow the leader, right? We follow the leader. MP's terrible at keeping secrets too, so it's
You tell me, and it's usually out on slow markets. Tesla's down. Tesla didn't do too well. Google up about 2% after beat earnings. Nothing too crazy with Google other than the beat earnings, increased spending, positive, overall positive. Tesla took a crap. It looked like.
Yep.
Minus 4%, 4.5% after hours after missing on earnings. Guidance. Meh. Okay. So mixed, which, I mean, that's kind of why we were not seeing too much happen in the NASDAQ, I think. If they both were directional, then maybe it would have picked a better direction. We'll find out tomorrow at the open, see how the rest of the market reacts to this earnings. Plus, we still have more left. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of scanning here to see really anything. I'm not seeing too much, but that's all right. Something will present itself. Juan Ochoa says fresh cut. Thank you. I'll give your compliments to my barber. Might be micro Bitcoin looking like a decent long here. Yeah, I'm gonna put some bids in for micro Bitcoin for a little bit of a pullback into 18,900. Maybe we go a little bit higher than that. If we go 119, so if we get a pullback in micro Bitcoin to 119s, I'll get in long there. It's really the only thing I see that has left the Globex opening range. Everything is right in the middle of it, and it's leaving to the upside. Not looking for a whole lot on this trade. Would be risking the other side of the opening range and looking for about a 2-to-1 on this trade.
Nice. I'm not seeing anything for me. NASDAQ's right back down, just under 23,400, and then gold is just below 400. So 400, lucky number tonight. NASDAQ and gold. I've been considering, Coach Jay. I trade the Nasdaq in gold. I've been trading so much better in slow markets than I am in fast markets, and it showed it again today. I traded really well in slow markets last night, seeing the market good on these higher time frames, trading good, and then been giving it back up on during fast markets. So what I'm considering is Nasdaq during slow markets and maybe the ES during fast markets.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you think it's like the pace of the, because I know you said like in the Nasdaq trade, right? You sold the low pretty much. Do you think switching to the ES, and I know that they're similar, right? So they move very similar. But do you think switching to the ES kind of alleviates the pressure of an opinion for what you think the market should do, right? Because we want to have an idea for where we think the markets can go. And you said that you're looking for that pullback. Do you think switching to the ES kind of helps with that a little bit?
I don't know. I'm looking into it now. My slow markets, I don't want to change anything about it. I'm killing. I'm seeing this market really good. It's just fast markets. Maybe I just need to be a scalper and buy the freaking dip. And I don't know why I've been looking for a pullback in the Nasdaq. I mean, we've been catching a little bit of volatility in the mornings, and then like a nice sell off. I just happened to just sell the exact bottom. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay, I'm looking for a little bit of breakdown, and instead of giving me like that 5 or 10 points, it just goes up. And I'm like, wow. I probably would have, if I was to buy instead of sell, not even take 10 points of heat on all my trades, which is insane. And then that's been the low of the day for quite the while. So it's interesting to see that. So I'm seeing something there. It's just buying instead of selling and vice versa. I need to be not so hard-headed waiting for a pullback.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching fast markets today. Your first short, you were in the muddy initially, right?
Yeah. I had a couple good trades, but then I think I expect too much from the shorts. Like,
Gotcha.
I'm looking for a decent pullback, and the way the market was looking at the start to open, just selling off that one day. I'm like, okay, we're down 0.5%. We could easily go down 1% because when we do get sell-offs, we see 1%, 1.5%, 2%, and it worked pretty well. And to get in with the momentum it works good. That's the kind of trader I am. But every dip has been bought up. I don't think the Nasdaq can stay down negative 0.5% for longer than the first hour of the session, which is crazy to think.
Yeah, it's been again, there's short opportunities. I think we saw in the morning there was a 100-point move to the downside, but it's just buy the dip.
Buy the dip, man. Buy the dip. Gold's pushing. We're at the top of the hour here in just a moment.
Looking for some volume spikes potentially here. Someone was saying Dow looks like a decent short. I'm seeing a lot of these markets, and the way I look at them, guys, and again, everyone looks at a different time frame. For these overnight sessions, I look at this first 30-minute range, and pretty much every market that I've seen besides Bitcoin is still in this range. So I don't know if I see much direction yet, but again, that if you're looking at a different time frame, take the trade. That's what makes these markets. Everyone sees something different. Little pop here in gold.
Yep.
You said you were looking for maybe some more downside?
I'm looking for a pullback or a bounce here in gold.
Okay.
Yep. I'm looking for a bounce here in gold. So we shall see. Let's go. Not seeing anything yet.
Gold's kind of in the middle of this range. Do you have music playing? I don't think I can hear it.
Oh, you know what? Good catch. Let me know if you can hear the music now.
Hey, there it is. Now these markets can move.
Now these markets can move. Now that we got the music on.
Is there an open high-low indicator on the Project X platform? There isn't, but there's no indicator, but you can set the labels on your chart to high and low price labels. Do remember that this does it based on the visible range of the charts. So if I zoom out, that high and low are going to change. But that's how you would do it.
Are you seeing anything yet? I'm seeing how gold's reacting.
Projecting those 3400s.
Yeah, we might go back down to the bottom of this range.
Not really seeing much on the order books though, but that was a nice rejection off of 3400s. Quick 3-point trade.
If we could break through those 3400, like 3401, I might want to look to get into a long.
Okay.
My take profit would be like 3405. Not much of a take profit. At least a go test of the 3405s. You're looking at. Have you traded crude?
Man, I know Jill just commented crude oil in the chat. I have not traded this market. It also looks like no one else is trading this market in crude. It is tough to really find any opportunity. Today's range high to low was less than $1 in crude, and that's
oh wow.
What can you get out of that? It's tough. It's in this range, but I have not traded it much. For energies traders, and I know I've mentioned this a couple of times, but natural gas is a better trending market. There are micros as well. You don't have to be scared. Everyone calls it the Widowmaker. It's just a bad name. It's just a bad name. If you manage your risk, no market is a Widowmaker. But natural gas is presenting more opportunity than what I see in crude right now.
If you manage your risk, no market is a Widowmaker. I like that.
Yeah. What do we think of jobless claims in the morning? I don't know how much I use the fundamental news to dictate or predict any of my trading decisions, but volatility, right? That's how I see any headline, any red folder headline, anything that sticks out on the economic calendar is an opportunity for the markets to respond. One of my trading mentor told me a long time ago, said, my job is to not try to figure out what that number means, right? There's somebody who works at a bank or a hedge fund somewhere where they get paid, and they're smart enough to figure out what that means. My job is to follow them. So I'll watch how the market responds and then go from there.
Right, I'm long gold. I'm long gold. But answer me that question again.
Do you have any opinion on the jobless claims number tomorrow?
No, I expect some volatility, and like almost with any news event, it's better for me as a day trader, from a day trader perspective, just react on the market. And I'll switch it to my charts, chat. I'm long 2 minis. React what the market's doing and not your opinion. Trust me when I say I've been in some very bad trades, some very bad positions based off my opinion.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, my opinion is my opinion, and it's good to have one, but it's also good to remember that the market does not care about it.
The market does not care about your opinion. I'm long 2 from 997.
All right. Micros or minis?
Minis. I like that rejection of those 97s. I'm looking for a push and a break of this session high of 01. I might have. I think this is a decent. I don't mind risking $500 on this. We'll see. Any trades for you, Jay?
I still have those bids in for micro Bitcoin, a little bit lower. If we get them, I'll get the pullback that I'm looking for here. But nothing on right now.
We just rejected that, so I'm not liking this now for a breakout.
Yeah, this 3,400 level is going to be an interesting one.
There's a lot of sellers there at 3,400.
Yeah.
I might be taking this $500 loss.
You were looking for a break up above 34?
Correct. Yep. And we did it. I'm out. Minus 550 on that one. Here's my chart. Minus 550.
All right.
Yep. I was looking for a breakout right here above 3,400. We did not get it. And we are now starting to gain some momentum. I'm good at picking tops and bottoms, man. Just I don't know what that is. Look at this. Look at that.
No, I mean, good out. Good out. You didn't hold on to it. Seeing some volume coming in there now in gold.
Disgusting.
So that 200 moving average, we kind of just tagged that on the 30-minute, pretty close to it, 33.92. Seeing some selling coming in here now in gold.
Wow. See, there you go. I could pick the top, I could pick the bottom, but I can't pick the direction of the trade. I can't pick the buy or sell.
See, there may be an opportunity to get into a short here. With a pretty tight risk.
The New York session low is 90.6.
All right, I'm short of one lot. Short of one lot from 33.94.30. Risking about 4 points. And if we get back up to 96.5, I might add to this. This is that 200 moving average that we're talking about on the 30-minute chart. So just watching the market's response to this, it is a higher time frame potential level that the market can bounce from.
It's going.
It's
puking now.
In there. Yeah, they did. All right, this trade doesn't need to be a loser at this point.
Nice trade, man.
Thanks. Only in a one lot, but I'm gonna go above. Probably get tagged out here. 92.5. Above 92.5, I'm out.
What a break here in gold.
Yeah, that happened quick. I don't know if it's like some random volume spike just came in. Chat, this is not a fade. This is a completely different trade than Dakota's. I'm out there, plus
I'm not even in the
160
trade,
points.
chat.
Yeah,
I got stopped out at like 37, 38. Chat loves drama.
Of course. All right, I'm out there. Got a nice bounce. So I'm not surprised to see a bounce here either, which is why I'm managing that trade so tight. We talked about that 200 moving average on the 30 and watch that reaction. That has the potential to be the low of the day. And again, it has the potential to. Not saying that it is going to be the low, but if I'm a seller, I want to see selling momentum continue through that. And we actually saw some selling absorb there. So
yeah, we ran stops. We broke yesterday's high low by just like a few ticks, and now we're bouncing right back up.
Right. Metals can be affected by news. I'm not sure if that one was there. I'm not seeing any headlines, but let's take a look at financial juice to see if we see anything.
Seeing that volatility. These are decent sized moves here in gold. It's volatile.
Yes, they are.
It feels like the New York session.
Yeah, not seeing any headlines right now. Last thing was the Japanese PMI number that came out about a half an hour ago. Getting that pullback in micro Bitcoin. A couple more ticks. Trying to think if I want to get back into this short. ideally you take that position with multiples, right, and scale out at those lows and still be holding one here.
And then leave a runner.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm on tilt, man.
Are you? Take a deep breath.
I am. I'm not gonna place any trades. I'm on tilt.
Good.
I was thinking back to the beginning of this,
Mm-hmm.
and when we first look at gold, what did I say?
I thought you said you wanted to sell it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. But I was looking for a bounce to sell. Well, we got a bounce to 400, and now we're dumping.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens, man. And that is real trading. I've gone on tilt recently as well. I like what you said, though, right? I'm not going to place another trade. You're aware that you didn't make the decision that you talked to yourself. And to me, and I think with you as well, Dakota, I've seen it where it's not the result of the trade. It's the decision that we make once we say something, right? Usually when I say something and I do something opposite, that puts me on tilt almost immediately. Because you see what you know, and we've studied these markets and been in them for so long that it's like, to a high probability, I know that something's going to happen. But I got you, man. I'll place all the trades tonight for the show. Don't place anymore.
I'm checking my my WHOOP, and it's still in the 70s. My heart rate's still in the 70s.
Chilling.
I don't. It's like I'm pissed off and on tilt, but like my heart rate's just not changed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought I would be like over 100.
Are you human, Dakota?
What's that?
I said, are you human? He definitely is.
Yeah. My heart rate spiked up to like 100 today during fast markets when I was like holding in a sneeze, so I want to hurt my chest.
Yeah. So I actually bought a Whoop, and I'm gonna start tracking mine as well. I like that it tracks your sleep because that's what I really needed to do. Because I definitely do not get enough sleep.
That has helped me a lot. I didn't realize how bad my sleep really is.
Yeah.
Until after I seen that.
Leo wants to know, how come you guys aren't trading live accounts? Well, I don't have a live account with Topstep, but when Topstep Brokerage comes around, you'll see me in a live account, and Dakota is trading in a live account.
Yeah, he's not paying attention.
Just not watching the show.
Just not watching the show.
All right, so this is where we're back in gold here, where that initial seller came in. Let me get back into this trade. What is Topstep Brokerage? Exactly what it sounds like. And I'm not leaking here. I'm not leaking information here. MP has talked about it before. I'm gonna get back into this trade. Short another one lot in gold here. Risking not a whole lot. Pretty much risking the profit that I made on that initial short. And see if we can get some follow through on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I'll be back, Jay.
All right, sounds good.
I'll be back.
Traders are saying long NQ in the chat. And I'm out of that trade. All right, so those sellers were not serious, right? We talked about, is there going to be a reaction off that 200 moving average? We're seeing it here. I was not long. I was short there. Down $36 right now. Not a big deal. This is a combine that I do want to pass, get into an XFA, but was just seeing whether or not those sellers were convinced about that initial selling that came in. And I may take that trade again, so we'll see. Last time Dakota got a drink, something happened. These are all just small trades here. I don't see a ton of huge opportunity. That 200 moving average is solid, Raj. Yeah, we see that reaction, right? Be back.
Man, gold recovered all the way. It bounces.
Yeah, it did.
Wait for it
D
to run stops and below 90. What we get? What was the low? Like what? 89, 89, 8?
89, 80, yeah.
Yeah. Let's watch it.
Chat wants to know what the 3 lines on my chart are. I got to thank Coach Paul for these. They are, the white one is the 200 moving average. The gold one is the 20. The purple one is the 50. I usually only look at them on the daily or 30-minute time frame. Once I go to a shorter time frame, I don't use them at all. Just take them off my charts. But just looking for some of these higher time frame moving averages, and especially that 200. And then for the 20 and the 50, I usually don't take trades near them. Just kind of getting an idea of the trend in the moment, where we can see that 20 is kind of the high of this move right here. No, what? I still like this short, but that reaction off that 200 moving average, I think at this point I want to see, because here's my thought process. If we tried it, we tested it, we bounced the first time, right? That's what you would expect in a market that's in an uptrend. Now that I've gotten stopped out of that second short, I can't take another one until I see some convinced selling below this level. Because like Dakota said, that could have just been a stop run, right? That could have just, we see these kind of these lows that we have here. We ran those lows kind of similar to what the equities did this morning, ran the lows and then bounced. So now, in order for me to get back into the short, sellers have to prove that they can sell lower here, where I don't need to catch the high of this move. I'll catch some of the trend lower, because if we do sell off in gold, I'm looking at, what was this, Monday's price action? There's some room lower, so I don't have to jump into a trade right away. Rizzy says, your sister just got to Boston. What's up, Jojo? What's up? What's up, Dakota?
No, I'm just watching gold rally now.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're gonna do if maybe we just consolidate for the rest of slow markets.
Let's see what happens at these 3400s again. I'm new to trading. How do I improve my confidence as a trader? I made $600 on my combine, but I still hesitate too often. How do you improve your confidence with anything?
Practice. Maybe size down and repetition. The more you do it, the more you get confidence doing it, right? Like if you shoot a basketball for the first time, like a free throw, and you miss, you're not going to be very confident you're going to make it. But the more you practice, the better you get at it. The more confident you are at taking that shot.
Kiran says alcoholic beverages are the way to get confident. Maybe at the club, but
maybe.
I don't know how that's going to work with your trading. Nasdaq rallying a little bit here.
Are we going towards session highs? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If we break 420s, I think we can make a run at all-time highs tonight. 424 is the all-time high, right? 424, 425?
Yep. 424.75. It looks like it wants to go take it out.
Yeah, it does.
$414, $415 trading right now. Let's look at the tilt. What is the tilt saying? 52% short in the Nasdaq. Average price 23,398. So they are not happy right now. All right, here it goes gold now. You stop me out, and then you're gonna go.
Was it selling off? No.
It's
96 a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm watching Nasdaq pushing up. I think we could do it, man. I think NASDAQ could make these all-time highs tonight.
Just buy a micro and let it go.
Yeah, you very well could if you're looking for it to go up. Just be a part of it. So yeah, as long and we started breaking all-time highs. Tonight seems like a cop out because I mean we're 10 points away and that's all night. I'd like to see it happen during slow markets.
I am going to short gold again.
Okay.
I'm short 4 micros. My stop is going to go above 3,400s. Give it a little room. So risking about $300. This is and again, chat. I know you see multiple executions. This is the same trade idea. I haven't flipped sides. I saw selling coming in, looking to see whether or not we can break down. I'll manage the position a little bit better around these 33.90s. But overall, with this, I was comfortable risking about $300. So that is where I am here.
Yep. And take a look at NASDAQ.
There it goes.
Take a look at NASDAQ. All right, let me get the air horn ready. I need a proper air horn. Let's see if I could. I need to find what I did with it. All right, hold on. Let me make sure that I got the right air horn. Oof. Oof. That was not it. What? I don't know what I did with it.
You lost your air horn?
I lost the air horn. Lost my...
We reject it up here. Let's see what happens.
It needs to give me the time. It needs to give me the time. Okay, I got it. I got it. Okay, my air horn's ready. My air horn is ready. Let's see. Let's see if we could get through it. What is it? 425. Coach, shoot. Pew, pew, pew.
Not a lot sitting on the books up here either. Could just go.
Let's go. Chilling. I think, man, I think we can get it. Chat, let's do a vote. Can we do a vote here? All-time highs, yes or no? Just type in the chat. Screw it. Yes or no? Yes or no? All-time highs by the end of slow markets.
No says yes. No said yes.
Okay, one. I'm counting the no's. Someone says tomorrow. No, I short. No, because they're short.
Coach Hoop
Yes.
says a hell yes.
Hell yes. I think we're at like 95, 98% for yeses.
Is the S&P making highs?
The ES is at 5
Nope.
ticks away.
Yeah, 5 ticks. We're gonna do it. So the question is, when we tick those all-time highs, is it a short? Quick scalp short. Stop short here. Yeah, chat. I see some people in this chat saying it. Short here is tempting.
27,000 delta ES on the close of the all-time highs. Okay. Andre in the chat. I had a phone call with him earlier today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I called him right after. I'm like, I sucking it at trading.
Yeah.
No, and we were just talking about like the heart rate and everything. And I said, maybe we could get him on slow markets. Maybe we'll get him on slow markets and trade the house account. People don't realize Andre's a pretty dang
Andre's a
good
great trader.
He's a great trader.
He's a great trader.
He's busy running the show.
Right.
And just like if I was coaching someone, I would tell them, hey, you shouldn't be running a YouTube show and trading. That's just not right.
Right.
So I've seen him trade a couple times, and they've been good. Buyers aren't playing around.
And Andre talked about that positive 27 delta on the ES on the close at all-time highs. I saw some Ben asked in the chat, what the hell is delta? What we're looking at there is the difference between buying and selling volume. And to have positive 27,000 at the highs means that there were 27,000 more contracts bought at the market than sold, which means those are real buyers coming into the market, right? They could be stops going off for shorts, but either way, there is some real buying coming into these markets at all-time highs, which is what you want to see.
Yeah, market orders.
Market orders
During slow markets is insane.
Lifting those offers, and we're not. So we saw a ton of offers yesterday, right? We saw a ton of selling in the Nasdaq and in the S&P, but the market didn't hesitate. We just took them out.
They were huge too. They weren't small. I mean, it was like thousands in the Nasdaq in big chunks. 600, 800. Seen that 1,000. And sure, they would pull them every once in a while, but then there'd be some that got filled. And the fact that we just continue to grind higher is just shows you how aggressive these buyers are.
100%.
Nasdaq pulling.
Didn't do it.
No, not yet.
So here's a comment, Dakota. I want to know what you think about this. Archer SF says we can't possibly have new buyers coming in at all-time highs with so much uncertainty and negative geopolitical things going on. What do you think about that?
That's false. 100%. That's false. We could have new buyers coming in at all-time highs because they're. Oh man, do we want to get into this, Andre, or with Andre during fast markets, or can we do it here at slow markets?
We can, yeah.
Let's start it. We can start this, and we could continue the conversation with Andre and Jack. I love Andre and Jack's opinion when it comes to going in depth about this. You can always have buyers at all-time highs because the market can continue to go higher, right? Here's just one example, and one of the most simplest examples. Whenever, here in the United States, whenever you get paid from your employer and you have a retirement account, let's say your employer has a 100% match. You put $1,000 away into your retirement account. Your employer puts $1,000 away into your retirement account. That money gets put into investments. QQQ is a very popular investment, right? It's one of the most popular ones. You see a lot of advertisements everywhere, for example, for QQQ. And so even though we're at all-time highs with fears all the way up there, you're still putting it in. It's like what's that common saying where it's like timing the market is less important than time in the market. And so so many people do not really care where price is if they're looking at 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Or a big thing about futures is a great way to hedge. It's a great way to hedge. And so those big sellers that were coming in this week, they could have maybe outright positions in Qs or different stocks. You never know. And you could be hedged in one thing and then come in and buy another, for example. You just don't know. And then another big aspect to that is options, right? You can have a huge option position, maybe short, and then come in and buy the underlying, and vice versa. There's so many different things in this market where if this market's going up, and even though we're at all-time highs, there can be fresh new buyers coming in. There's a reason why that saying is, you don't sell until you hear your taxi driver talking about the stock. You were still not hearing taxi drivers talk about. At least I haven't, right?
Right.
Right. But yeah, we've hit more all-time highs than we've hit all-time lows. Moral of the story is just don't fight paper, don't fight the trend, right, Andre?
Yeah.
Even though, look at me. Look, I'm a good example. I've been fighting fighting buying these dips. I've been trying to short, and look, it's been running me over. Like it's not even funny at this point sometimes.
Most people who have exposure to the markets don't even know that there's an option to sell to open a position.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Right. So, we might live in this bubble of active traders who are looking at every tick of the market, sometimes on a 1-second clip. But most market participants don't even know that there's an option to short markets. So there can always be more money coming in.
Yeah, if you tried to explain to a random person on the street, like, hey, are you short the stock market? No, what? I don't have any
You
sales.
can do that.
Why would I?
You can make money when it goes lower.
Yeah. It's like I'm up on my account. Why would I sell it?
Right.
I want to buy some more. I've made money. Yeah, that's a good point.
Perfect example of that. My bad to cut you off. I have some friends that I grew up with, went to high school, college with, and we were talking about, and again, I don't try to give financial advice, but talking about the markets a little bit. And we were talking in the middle of April. I'm like, hey, stocks are coming down to some prices that you guys, if you have some money sitting on the sidelines, you may want to look at buying some things that you already hold. And I've had friends that looked at it and they're just like, really? This is a discount? This doesn't look like a discount to me.
Yeah.
Right? Where they might have been holding positions for years and they're just like, oh, this is just a small blip on the chart. I still think it was crazy to not buy anything, but hey, depends on what your average price was.
Yeah, I know. I pointed this out a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was last week. There's a huge, popular, like, how popular Bitcoin is, right? You're gonna be rich owning Bitcoin, which is great. And they're thinking, I'm gonna make 100% in a month, this, that. I think that is now in the past with Bitcoin having such huge percent gains. I'm going from, and everything's debatable, but look at what NVIDIA did. NVIDIA is a huge company, one of the biggest, is part of these major indices, and that has increased more on a percentage basis since April, or a little bit before April, than say a lot of these cryptocurrencies and just in general, right? So you look at that and say, I can't keep going any higher. Yeah, I mean, Tesla hit $1,000 at one point, right?
Yep.
Tesla hit $1,000 at one point. It's an interesting concept, and I'll get asked this all the time, Jay, where traders like, do you own any crypto? No, I don't. Like, oh, you're crazy. You missed out on all this. I'm like, you watch the markets every day and you don't own crypto. I'm like, no, but I own NVIDIA, and I've made more than percent from NVIDIA than I ever have owning, any of these coins, and I don't have to deal with the day-to-day volatility of the cryptocurrency or the craziness of it. I know that I own a company. I could, sell options on it. I could do this. I could do that.
Right.
And like you said, I think there were some brokerages that disabled the sell button at one point, or not even giving the option to sell short on some of those stocks.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat. I'm watching the gold short. I don't want to talk about it. It's looking good though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's looking all right. Let's see if we can take out session lows here. But still need to see that selling coming in.
Someone says, we won't mention robbing the hood. Rob the hood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they lost all my credibility from that. It was a mess. Their margins are insane too.
Back to that point of there can't be any new buyers here. I posted this on Twitter the other day, but just the one thing I've learned about being in these markets for as much time as I have, and I still have a lot to learn, I try to avoid speaking in absolutes, especially an absolute that says that we can't find any more buyers, because tried to do that too many times. Looking in gold here, again, I know I said I was going to wait until we got the reaction at this 200 moving average. Need to see some sellers here. In that same spot. And we made some progress on this trade. I don't need it to be a loser because we're at an area where I could potentially be looking to buy. Now, Andre asked me this question when I was in a trade on TopstepTV the other day. He said, if you're in a trade and you think it's a good opportunity to take a long, why not take some profits on it? So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to take 2 of these and buy them back, and the rest of it is going to go to break even. If we get the sell that I'm looking for below this 200 moving average, I may add back into this position. But again, we're coming down to a higher time frame level that has the potential to hold. So
nice. Speaking absolutes, okay, let's play devil's advocate. What are some absolutes in trading? What are some absolutes? Something that, as a new trader, that we know will, like, you know, hey, we know that anything can happen, right? That, like, anything can happen. Whenever you're on social media, there's a lot where the promises are, this stock will go up, this will do that, this is how you should trade, this is the right way to trade, this is the best, that's the best, and 99.9% of it's all advertising, marketing, and you use to sell. There is no absolutes in trading. But then if you had to make a list of absolutes that you can say is part of this, what are some? Coach Hoop said zero-sum game.
I'm going to say the chart, as somebody said in the chat, charts always go to the right.
Charts always go to the right unless the stock delists.
Yep. If you over leverage, it will hurt you. Guaranteed. There's no getting out of that.
Even if you're right.
Eventually is going to hurt you by over leveraging.
Eventually. Okay. I think an absolute is, man, I'm trying to think. An absolute in trading for me, what I feel comfortable telling traders is risk management should be at the top of your list.
I like that.
Risk management's at the top of your list.
Risk management is probably the most important strategy. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say
agree.
Don't risk what you can't lose. In terms of you can't afford to lose. That is an absolute to me. When I talk to traders, like, if you cannot afford to lose this money, do not risk it in the market.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. Another absolute you will lose, which...
Well, it depends, Jay. If you buy Apple and hold it for 50 years...
yeah, okay. Day trading, you will lose.
Okay, there you go. Let's just stick with day trading, because I can poke holes through so many absolutes.
Right. Day trading, you will lose. And if somebody tells you that you won't, they've probably placed one day trade, ever made money, and never placed another one.
It's like, it's not a loss if you don't close it. If you just hold it, you have a big bankroll. But yeah, if you're day trading in and out in the same day, eventually you'll lose. You'll take a loss. Let's just say that. Not lose, but you will have losing trades.
Is Andre still here? Is he putting this in his book?
In his book? Yeah,
Andre's publishing that book for sure. We need a chapter on absolutes.
Yeah, chat, what's an absolute? Come on, chat. Power of, thousands of traders is a lot better than two guys on the stream when it comes to thinking of some absolutes.
I did get tagged into that micro Bitcoin trade, so risking about $100 on this one. Shout out to the chat for calling it out, because I did not realize I got tagged in. Guess I should turn on Hoag's audio cues. And I'm out of gold there. Didn't get the breakdown we were looking for. Recovered a little bit of the losses, but now a long micro Bitcoin.
Here's an absolute I feel comfortable saying is there's risk in everything you do in these markets.
Yep.
There's not a trade that I have found that has zero risk.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
We did not make those all-time highs.
Here's an absolute, Jay.
What's that?
90% is greater than 80%.
That's just math. That is just math.
No, I had to throw that one out there. Oh man. If you know, you know.
Igor says, here's an absolute. I'm going to poke a hole in this absolute. Market button will always get you in. That's not true. Because if you don't have the margin in your account, they're going to reject your order.
What if there's no no one to take the opposite side of your trade?
With a market button?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be somebody on the other side.
Nope. Let's ask Coke. Well, let's ask the team tomorrow.
All right.
During market crashes.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
What's that?
No, that was a trading view alert.
Oh, okay.
Just
Order
suck my
reject.
battleship.
Coach Hoop. I'm sure there was an example I remember someone telling me, like during some crazy market crashes during like the financial crisis, where traders were trying to get out of their longs and they couldn't find a buyer. I might be wrong on this one. I know Coach Hoop or somebody in the chat would probably confirm that or tell me I'm wrong, but
You said 100%.
yeah. So now it's very small, right? Like oil going to negative, but there might not always be a buyer for every seller.
That's true. And crude did look like an interesting short up here. Again, I'm not trading this market, but if I was, I'd be short crude up here. Again, not financial advice. But if we just look at what this market's been doing, it might take 17 hours to get to the other end of this range, which is only 60 ticks away. But that's the only trade I see there.
Okay. The Nasdaq only goes up. Is that an absolute?
Depends on the time frame.
It depends. Yeah.
Depends on the time frame. If I'm on a yearly chart, yes, it only goes up.
It only goes up. Supply and demand should be considered in the universal law of physics. Interesting. The Nikkei going up. You don't lose money trading us. Okay, there's an absolute. Actually, you're wrong. You can lose money trading a sim account because you're purchasing them from. It just, yeah. You pay for it. Here's an absolute. You can't call your personal broker and request a payout from your sim profits.
There you go. Definitely, yeah, you definitely cannot do that.
Or they won't give it. They won't be approved. They'll say that. You can try. It won't be approved. The market's always right. Is that an absolute? The market's always right. The market is right. The market's always right.
Market is always right. Do we not have yearly charts here? Okay, we got monthly.
Yes, that's an absolute. Coach Dakota always wins over a gorilla.
Has that been proven?
I mean, it hasn't been proven wrong.
Someone's asking, don't you trade today? You did take a trade. Dakota did take a trade. Took in a couple as well.
Yeah, I took one trade and it was a loss, and so I'm going to practice discipline and wait until tomorrow morning. And we're just chilling. These markets, gold's kind of consolidated. You're still in that short gold, right?
Yeah, no, it tagged me out.
Okay. No, you're in Bitcoin. That's what you're in. You're in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm in Bitcoin. This gold trade is still a good trade. We're just not seeing that momentum. And like I said, I need to see the selling below that 200 moving average to really be convinced about this gold trade. I think it'll happen still, but it's just not doing it right now in this time frame. In the opening call tomorrow, we'll definitely discuss that 200 moving average and see where the market is around the time gold opens for the morning. But I'm watching that 33.90 area. Kevin Clark says he has 100 on the gorilla, Dakota.
All right. It's gonna take a lot more for $100 for me to do that. Test that.
In chat, I'm long micro Bitcoin. Again, the reason I'm long, I'll explain this trade really quick. 30-minute chart. This is the only market that I saw that price left the range and volume left the range as well. So on a pullback, I got in long, risking about 50% of this range. Everything else was trading in the middle of this 30-minute opening range. So micro Bitcoin looked like the best opportunity.
Lou it says you don't lose if you don't place a trade.
Yeah,
is that
true.
An absolute?
Yeah, I mean, how can you lose in the markets if you don't place a trade?
Well, losing to the markets are different. You'd lose to inflation over a long period or over a period of time. You would.
Are we talking absolutes in day trading or just in markets in general?
Well, I mean, the fact that I'm just reading the statement, right? You don't
Right.
lose if you don't place a trade.
That's true.
You lose in inflation.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't keep a lot of cash.
I'm on the N contract in what's N?
Sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
No. Someone was asking what contract in Bitcoin. If you're on TopstepX, just MBT. I don't know. I'm the worst at knowing what months equate to which letters. If Andre or Coach Hoop are in the chat, they know what N is. July. Thank you, Coach Hoop.
Thank you, Hoop. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, I'm just... There's different... It's like thinking outside the box, right? Being specific, understanding these different aspects of not only trading, just money management. Money management, risk management. When you're looking at things like that, right? You can't lose this. Right? There's opportunity cost. There's inflation. There's this. There's that. There's risk to absolutely everything you do, even doing nothing. Right? There's risk in doing nothing. There's risk. Yeah. It's very rare. At least I have not been able to think of something that has zero risk. Whether it's from doing nothing to doing different things, you can't be perfectly hedged across everything. There's a lot more to it when you start thinking outside of the day trading aspect.
Got a couple minutes here left. 10 minutes to go. Gold still hanging out. Nasdaq did not make that. Did the S&P make the all-time high? S&P did not make that all-time high either.
Yeah, I'm not seeing these markets. I asked the chat if we're gonna make all-time highs tonight during slow market, and those who were short were correct by 2 points. 2 points. If you had a stop loss at the all-time high, you were right. So far, we
right
are,
for 20 points.
Yeah, 20 points off the highs almost. So we came, we saw it, and we did not conquer. It was, well, right when you think something's gonna happen, for sure, it doesn't. Right? Did the tilt get too tilty on that one?
Yeah. Oh, look at the Japanese yen.
There you go. Taxes are absolute. Well, it depends where you live.
So at the conclusion of this, did we find any absolutes in the markets?
What's an absolute? What do we come to a conclusion? Risk management is key, no matter what you do, is an absolute. What's an absolute?
I think that's the one.
No, right there. It's a zero-sum game.
Yes. Yeah, that's probably the best one.
That's the best one. It's a zero-sum game. For every winner, there's a loser.
Nasdaq is a filthy rat. Is that an absolute? Is that an absolute? So here we had a comment here. Zero to Funded says, "What advice do you hate hearing in trading spaces because it misleads beginners?" I have to think about that one.
Say that again.
What advice do you hate hearing because it misleads beginners?
Where do I start?
Here we go. This indicator is the only one that you need to be profitable. I hate hearing that.
Oh, I agree. I
That's
hate
the worst one.
Strategy sellers, where they talk about strategies or profitability. Misleading, biggest one. It pisses me off the most. When someone talks about win percentage and only win percentage, that pisses me off. I'm like, you see someone talking about how high their win percentage is, just drives me crazy. That's one of the most misleading things I've seen on social media, advertising, anywhere, for them to just either try and upsell someone or sell or try and get views or clicks. Win percentages mean absolutely nothing without other statistics like risk reward and expectancy, size too. So that's one of my big ones, is that. And yeah, indicators is yeah.
There was a question from Leo before. What do you do when you are on a win streak? When you start getting a little too cocky, how do you maintain composure? Usually, a win streak for me comes at the end of a win streak. Comes at the expense of being too cocky. Where you think, oh, I can't do anything wrong. I'm just going to start placing trades. You get a little careless, if you will, which is not something that you want to do. I try not to think about, win streaks and how long they've been, because that, I think, frames your mindset to, I can't take a loss if I want to extend this win streak. How do you maintain composure? I think it's just approaching the markets the same way every day. I think when you've realized, and let's say you approach the markets and you're on a 20-day win streak and you're thinking about that win streak, you're probably going to break it that day, because you're not doing what got you to that point. The second you start thinking about money or consecutive days or anything like that, you're probably pretty close to losing that. So pay attention to that. Whether that's borderline getting cocky or whatever it is, pay attention to that thought.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, is this an absolute, Jay, chat? Whenever the market reverses, there will be a 3-bar reversal.
I don't think so. Does it have to be a 3-bar reversal? I guess so. No, that's not an absolute.
Give me an example of one that's not.
All right, I have to find one. But actually here. Also, it depends on the time frame that you're looking at.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying there will be one on some time frame, right?
On some time frame, yes. Yeah.
That's why there will be a 3. Nope, nothing. DBA Concepts is absolute. That's absolutely correct.
Right, we could have an engulfing candle that's a reversal. That doesn't necessarily have to be a 3-bar.
Okay.
But yeah, if you switch the time frame, then
that engulfing candle is not engulfing, right?
So like here, right? Is there a 3-bar reversal here that led to this reversal in copper? Right. So we have this high here. Where would you point out a 3-bar reversal here?
Where? Show me the high.
So here's this high.
Okay.
Where's the 3-bar reversal here? Because this market did turn around from here.
Yeah, you'd zoom in, right? You'd zoom into like a 30-second chart.
Go to 1 second chart.
30-second chart. Yeah, or you can go to 1 second if you want. Yeah, technical. I guarantee you there's a 3-bar reversal there at that. There's my guarantee.
Here we go.
You can find
change the chart until it confirms what you want to see.
Exactly.
Even on the 30-second though, I don't really see a 3-bar reversal here.
Yeah, right there.
This
To the
one.
left. To the left. Yeah, that's a 3-bar reversal. But that
Okay, there we go.
yeah. To the left too. Right there. That's a 3-bar reversal.
So here's the absolute here. There is a time frame that is going to give you what you want
Oh, there
to
we
see
go.
in the charts, but your job is to figure out what time frame that is.
Yeah. What about this one? Hoke says this one. If you're looking for a trade, you'll find one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's gonna be an absolute for sure. Oh man, what a It's always fun having you on for slow markets, man.
Yeah, this is fun, man. We took some winning trades, some losing trades. Gold, it looks like it can still sell off, but I'm not in that trade anymore. I'm gonna save it for the morning, and we'll hold on to this micro Bitcoin. It's 10 p.m. in Connecticut, and I'm watching you guys. I have absolutely no friends. That is not true. Simply not true. You have, how many friends do we have watching with us right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,400 friends watching with you right now. If you can, hit that thumbs up button. I see we only got 235 likes. I believe they're still free. I know there's some plans for YouTube to start charging for watching streams and paying and stuff like that. But for right now, they're still free. So get them while you can. Hit that thumbs up button.
It takes too much effort for them.
We didn't remind them. We didn't remind them today yet. So
Not yet. Not yet. We're at 295. 295. Jay, when are you getting your Instagram?
I need a good Instagram name. All the ones Coach Jay has already taken. So I need to find a good name, and then I'll start it up. Or maybe I pay whoever has that name.
I know. I have like that coach.dba, and there's one person that's coach.dba.
Okay.
And I've considered like reporting them because it's like, it looks like an inactive one.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram, get these people out of here, right? I need to use this.
Yeah, priorities. I could do Coach DBA 69. That's up there. That's available.
All right, so the real Coach Jay is available. Maybe I'll go with that. That's actually my personal Instagram name. So that might be perfect. If I see any DMs in my personal Instagram, I'm not going to respond to them. I might respond to a few.
I got like 1,000 DMs.
I might respond to a few.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to get my handle. The Coach DBA instead of Coach.dba. I'll only respond to baddies? Is that what?
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay, good.
That's what the chat said. Chat, what are you guys talking about over there?
All right. Well, we're coming up to the end of this. We're coming up to the end of it. Any last words, Coach Jay?
Trade well, manage your risk. Don't be afraid to put risk behind ideas that you've measured. That's ultimately what we're doing at the end of the day. It's no guarantees that you're going to be right or wrong, but be right or wrong with your own ideas. And we'll talk to everybody tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. If you're right, you want to be right with your own ideas. If you're wrong, same. You don't want to blame anyone else. You don't want to give anyone else credit. This is our own journey. As much as we're all in this together, it's a solo sport. So, take care, and I'll see everybody bright and early tomorrow. Jay, I'll see you later. Thank you.
Later, man.
Get some rest.